Hello and welcome to training like a professional Rocket League player for one day. So I trained like a pro for one whole day, and trust me, the results at the end were not as I would have expected them to be. If you know me and know my gameplay, you would know that I make many. Okay, we get it. Like, come on. Like, can we stop? Okay, that's enough. Alright, we get it. I'm bad. Where were we? Oh, yeah, I want to improve at Rocket League. And the best way to improve obviously would be to train like one of the best. So how did I put my training plan together? Most recently, a fellow Rocket League YouTuber named Thanovich uploaded a video named How to Train Like a Professional Rocket League Player, where he basically got a professional esports coach to tell him how generally a daily routine for an esports player would look like. He explains it really well in his video, so I'll just link that down below and you can give it a watch. The routine can be summarized by the following steps. Note that this is just a summary. If you want to understand all the steps, you have to give the video a watch. The first step would be make your body feel good. Now I feel like I have to explain this. So that means before you even touch Rocket League, you should start your day off with some physical activity and a good breakfast. This is a general tip for life as well, because many studies confirm that keeping yourself healthy will help you with learning new skills and help you memorize them. Again, I can just refer to Thanovich's video because he does a good job of explaining why this step that doesn't have anything to do with Rocket League is really important. So we can go on to the second step, which would be reviewing your gameplay and planning your day. It's another important step because it will help you train way more effectively and efficiently than you did before. As our third step of this routine comes to training. This doesn't have to be in ranked and most likely should take more place outside of ranked. Probably free play is the best place where you can train most of the stuff that you want to improve on. But custom training will also do a great job for you. After you're done with your training, you should play some ranked matches where you only focus on the things you want to improve on. The next step would be to review these matches and compare them with high level gameplay and see what they are doing differently. You should stop playing and reviewing after a few hours. Now we come to our sixth and penultimate step. Discuss and reflect on your training and see if there were any improvements you already noticed. If possible, do this with somebody so you get a different perspective. Our last step would be go into a tryhard ranked session and play ranked for a few hours as good as you can. Take notes while you are playing, if you see any new flaws pop up, and always remember save your replays. Then you would start reviewing your replays, find new flaws and basically start the day all over again. So now that I've explained the training, have fun with the video. So I've just woken up, done like 20 minutes of stretches just to open up the body a bit, and now I'm gonna get some breakfast, and after that I'll be right back on my normal setup with you guys. So I'm back now for my breakfast and we will go on with the next step of this pro training session for today, and that will be planning and reviewing our day. That means that we will go through our gameplays of the previous days and see what flaws we made, pick them out, write them down, and have a little brainstorming session to really see, okay, what are the things that I need to work on and how can I really effectively work on them and what are the best ways that I can improve on them. And there are a few things that I could pick out which I will be training on for today, and those will be wall defense, wall bounces, like I want to get like better touches of the wall, and kickoffs, and I will show you for each of them an example what I really mean. I don't have replays that are closer to within 2 weeks, and I don't think it makes sense watching at games that were 2 weeks ago, so we'll just take my last 1v1 vid as an example. The first thing I want to improve on is wall defense that I really found in my game. It's not just something about this vid, it's something that I have felt uncomfortable with for a long time now, and I think it's just a good thing to put in first. Defense as well is just so important, and especially in 1v1, and I have one example right here what I mean with wall defense. I don't really manage to get a good touch here, I just like sort of boom it away, and that's obviously not what you want because I lose control of the ball, I'm in a bad spot. I still have a lot of boost, which is good, but I could have managed it way better, and that's something that I want to improve on. I didn't find that many other examples though, so this will be the first thing we'll be working on, and I will be brainstorming after I've told you the other flaws that I found that I will be working on today. If you've watched my last 1v1 video, you will know what this thing will be, because the second game I played in my last 1v1 with was one that was really frustrating for me because I lost it just because I lost many kickoffs. I wasn't that bad at the game. I made a few mistakes as well, yeah, but I just lost so many kickoffs. I think I got scored on like 3 or 4 in a row. This is the first one where I just lost a kickoff. I flipped into it in the wrong way, and kickoffs are something that are actually pretty easy to improve on because they're always the same. This is like the one constant in Rocket League is kickoffs. So obviously this dummy dumbhead didn't mean that kickoffs are easy to get perfect, because even the pros struggle with kickoffs. He probably just meant that getting the movement down while you are going for a kickoff should be easy since they occur so often. But yeah, what do I know? I guess more than this guy because he can't articulate himself. So now I will be brainstorming and I will be trying to figure out best ways on how I can improve on them. I will watch some videos for that as well. Maybe watch some pro gameplay and see what they do, what I can do differently, and then see what the best training methods will be for today that I can apply to my training session today that I can work on. And yeah, I will see you guys after that. My first focus was kickoffs. I thought it would be in my best interest if I would go into a private match since I could save the replays there and take about 10 kickoffs. After I was done with my first 10, I watched a basic kickoff tutorial on Musty's channel and reviewed my replay. I went into the next session with the input I now had. I realized that when I flick on my kickoffs, I don't focus on where I will be landing, and I tried to focus on that in my second session. In the second session, I instantly noticed the difference it made when I focused on my car and where it will flip to. Now I wanted to improve on so-called quick flips. This is something I didn't even know was in the game and would make a difference. So I found this guy called Fields, I'll link him in the description below, who talks about diagonal flips which are faster than other diagonal flips. Yeah, I know, it sounds weird to me too, but just try this training pack and you'll see what I mean. Also, check out his video so you'll know how to execute those flips. So I spent some time in this training pack and tried to get consistent with these flips. After I thought I spent enough time on that, it was finally time to improve on something else than my kickoffs. So I put my attention towards defensive wall touches. I spent about 30 minutes in training packs and tried not to just get more comfortable on the wall, but also improve my shadow defense in general. That led to me forgetting that I want to train touches off the wall, but I guess we can't change that now. Now I was almost halfway through and I already could feel the mental fatigue. It didn't matter though since I pushed through it and went into some ranked matches where I mainly focused on defending and kickoffs. I went as far as giving my opponent the ball for free so I could get some awkward defensive situations. I even own goaled once just before the end so I could get another kickoff. Yeah, I think I took that focusing on the things I've trained part a bit too serious. It resulted in me almost losing every game, but somehow it didn't matter to me. Since I was just focused on improving, I totally didn't care anymore about my rank, and I just focused on the matters at hand, which were kickoffs and defense for me. After I was done with my little ranked session, I reflected on the games and could already see some results showing. I got some good wall clears and my kickoffs were also pretty decent and most importantly, consistent. So I'm just coming back from a bit longer of a break. I just about ate something, had to go and buy some groceries as well for my food that I want to prepare. Now I'm back and now I'm going to get into a longer playing session where I'll be trying to play my best as I can and try to just hopefully implement all the things that I've trained on today, and after that we will quickly review how that went, and that would go into the next day as well. But yeah, I will be starting playing now. I'll be going live. If you want to follow me and want to see me playing live as well, you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Kimmodean. And if you want to know when I will be going live, you can follow me on Twitter as well. The link to that will also be in the description. It's also, the name should also be Kimmodean, so you can find it like that as well. But I'll be seeing you guys later. While I was streaming and trying my hardest to win games, I actually saw some improvements in my gameplay already. I was way more aware of my car while shadowing, and my kickoffs were way more consistent. However, the thing that really surprised me is that I lost all but one game of the whole ranked session. I really didn't expect that to be the end of that day's worth of training, but it just goes to show how many more things I have to improve on. Also, it's pretty clear that even though I trained like a pro for one whole day, it just takes more than one day to become a pro.